In our last movie, we succeeded in successfully invoking the Perl executable by using the shebang line at the top of our script, and we've told our web server what kind of content we're serving so that it was able to create the appropriate MIME header. We've also introduced an error when we were creating our script, and you may have noticed when looking at that error that it wasn't terribly informative. We go back to our text editor and recreate the same error by commenting out the line which tells the web server what kind of content we're serving. And then go back to our web browser. Here's the error message that we get back. Now this might look different depending on what kind of web server software you're using. Here I'm using Apache, and this is the generic message that it returns for this kind of error. It tells us that we need to contact the server administrator. Now that's all very well if we were an end user trying to view a website, but if we are the server administrator ourselves, well, there's no real way that I can email myself and ask me to tell me what has happened. What I need to be doing is finding out exactly how the error occurred. The third paragraph here is the critical one. More information about this error may be available in the server error log. So instead of outputting the errors directly back, like we've been experiencing on the command line when we make a mistake in any of our scripts that we're running through the command line, the error is added to the error log and hidden from the end user. This is very good from a security standpoint, because the last thing we want our users to see is a line number with the error on it and the name of the script, even parts of the script that are being shown in order to show where the error occurred. For security reasons and to maintain professional appearance, we don't want to have any of these kind of errors visible to the user. It'll just look terrible. So it's good that Apache's handling it in this way. However, if we want to see the errors ourselves, we'll have to actually have a look at the error log. We can open up the error log in our text editor. Now once again, I'm running Apache on this machine, and the particular installation of Apache that I'm running has the errors in a directory here called Apache, and then there's a logs folder under there. And here is our error log. Depending on what web server software you're running, what machine you're running it on, and what version of the web server you're running, you may find this error log in different places, and it may not be a plain text file such as this is. However, once you've located your error log, in this case it's simply a matter of going right to the end to find the latest error that's been added. So here we find some information, an error which happened on Friday, this particular date, and it tells us what the client machine is, and in this case the IP address that's stored here is localhost 127.0.0.1 is kind of a fake IP that's used to say it's the same machine that we're viewing as a client, the same machine as the server is housed on. So if we move over here, we'll see the actual cause of the error itself. Malformed header from script. It's saying it's a malformed header because what it was expecting was some kind of declaration like the content type declaration that we included. Instead, at first at least, all it was getting was the word hello, and it took that hello to be an attempt at sending a header, and therefore it took that to be an error. Then it'll tell us which was the script that had the fault. You might also notice a little further up there are other such errors as no file or directory. It couldn't run the script because we had neglected to include the shebang line, and so on. So these kind of errors are all stored in the error log, and that's where we have to go to find out what's happened in the event that one of our scripts don't work.